Hey guys, Subloid here, back again with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Super 7 Ultimates Conan the Barbarian Thulsa Dooms. So without further ado, let's get into it. Luke, I am your father. Oh, wait, wrong movie. Alrighty, guys. As I said before, today we're going to be taking a look at Thulsa Doom. He is from the first wave of Super 7 Ultimates based off the Conan the Barbarian movie. Going to be taking a look at the whole wave this week, as I said during the Conan review. Sorry, that's too much fun, man. I can't just sit here and be all, hey guys. So, with that being said, I'm going to be honest with you. This is my favorite figure of the wave. I'm going to say if you only want one of these guys, pick up this one and pick up the shirtless Conan, because I think those are going to be the two most sought after figures. I could be wrong, though. The sidekick characters sold out pretty quick, and you can't find them on eBay for $100 or less. So I don't know what they're selling for, but it ain't cheap. But with that being said, I imagine they made more Thulsas and Conans than they did those two, so maybe they will be a little bit more on the rare side. But as far as desired characters go, I think Thulsa Doom here, especially in this attire, is going to be one of the ones to get. But with that being said, let's stop jibber-jabbering and get right into the aesthetics and articulation. Now, he comes with this cape, which literally just drapes over him. And I'm going to take it off so we can kind of focus on the articulation a little bit without it getting in the way. It is a nice cape. I like the look of it. It's got a split back here. I'm not quite sure why that is. But it does sit on his shoulders, and pretty much the weight of it sitting on his shoulders is what's keeping it on. That and the friction from the head sitting on top of it. Because if you take it off, the head actually has a crap load of range. Setting that to the side. He also has these little daggers in his belt. Now, they're the same thing, so I'm only going to take one out. And normally I would save this for accessories, but he was packaged with these, and he actually does come with another set of daggers, so I'm not sure if these are the accurate ones or the other ones are, but these ones are a little bit too small for his hands, I think. Hold on. Can he hold these? Oh, actually, he can. Look at that. So he can hold the smaller ones, but I like the big Mambas better. Just a personal preference. If it's not film accurate, I don't care. It's my toy. So, if I can get this back in there without wrecking anything. Thulsa Doom, of course, is James Earl Jones, hence the joke from the beginning of the video. And let me tell you what, this helmet looks badass. I love this helmet. And who was it? Toy Bro said that the sundial was kind of off center. Maybe it is on mine. I don't think it is. I think it's pretty well centered. As far as I could tell, maybe it's off. I don't know. If it's off, it doesn't bug me, clearly. Maybe it is, but who knows? Knowing Super 7, they could throw in the helmeted head with that other one later down the line, so you can get a sundial that's centered, but that doesn't bug me a whole lot. It looks centered to me, so maybe I'm just crazy, but that doesn't really bug me all that much. But he does have a lot of snakes on his armor. He's got some snakes down here, snakes up here. I don't know if there's one on the sundial thingy. But he does have some really fuzzy boots, too. And this cool belt with, of course, the dagger sheaths. So articulation on this guy, his head can move all around without the cape. I think his head may sit a little higher because of the cape. So maybe that's why he can move all over the place. Because literally I've never done this on cam with one of these, but you can pop this off really easy. So I have no idea if maybe the neck peg is just not seated in there all the way or what, but it does feel like there's a little kind of something giving it trouble in there. But I don't know, it seems to move around enough. Enough for me anyways. But snapping this back in. Really nothing to it. His shoulders can move out to the side. He does have kind of soft, rubbery shoulder pads here. So you can move them out. And it actually looks pretty good. Even all the way out like this. The way they cut the shoulder pad and the armor has actually got is that a face on there? That's pretty cool. The way they cut it, it sits flat on the shoulder, so it doesn't kind of bunch up when you lift the arm up. So that's cool. When you move it forward, it kind of... it's still not too bad. Definitely could be worse. I think the super soft material that kind of is seated on the shoulder properly when it's sitting down is helping it out a lot with that as far as the aesthetic goes. It's got a bicep swivel, single joint at the elbow, swivel at the wrist, hinge at the wrist. He's got an ab crunch. That actually works, unlike Conan. So that's cool. He's got a waist swivel. Hips kick out to the side. Again, really well. There you go. Back down. You can kick forward and back. I wouldn't push too much. You don't want to jack up his daggers there. He's got a thigh cut. Single joint at the knee. Can I move further than that? No, I think that's it. And then he's got a hinge at the foot with a rocker joint. And he's got the pickles at the bottom of his feet. So let's get this cape back on him. So you can get an idea how easy and or difficult it is to do that. He's going to kind of wrap it around him. Yeah, that's probably why his head sits so high. There's you need a lot of space to get this cape in. So I don't think his head is seated all the way down on the peg for a reason. That's the only way you can get the cape on. It looks, anatomically, it looks fine. But, yeah. His cape does sit properly on his body there. There you go. I like to push it up all the way. Kind of pushes his head forward. But with that being said, that pretty much wraps it up for the aesthetics and the articulation. So now it's time to move on to the accessories. Moving on to the accessories, and Thulsa Doom does not come with a lot. At least not as much as compared to Conan. And that's pretty much the theme for the rest of the wave. I think Raxor... is that the other bad guy's name? I don't know. I get Thorgrim and Raxor mixed up quite a bit in their reviews. So look forward to that cringe fest. But yeah, they don't give the other characters as many accessories as Conan, but they're also not Conan, so I guess it makes sense. But as I mentioned, he does come with these big Mamba daggers. Are those sheathed? No, these are one solid piece. So I don't know what is going on here. These look sheathed now that I look at them. So I have no idea what... oh, snap. They were sheathed! I had no idea. I did the size comparison clip before this. I had no idea these were in sheaths. That's crazy. Those are really stuck in there. Wow. Okay, so those are sheathed, dumbass. What about this one? This one's stuck too. Yeah, they're sheathed alright. I think they put some, like, looby stuff on here to loosen them up, but wow, I didn't notice that. So he comes with, 2 big Mamba daggers and sheaths. And my dumbass did the size comparison clips not knowing they were in sheaths. Because they were so gosh darn tight. Still kind of are. Okay. Learn something new every day, I guess. And he comes with the ceremonial dagger, which I might actually give him this one. I'm not sure. But this one's kind of cool. It's a little bit more intricate. Kind of has some snakes coiling into a blade. I think it's got 2 more snakes down here. Snake tails or something. Really cool. I'm sure you stabbed someone with that at least once. And then he comes with a James Earl Jones head, which has a damn good likeness. I think out of all the real people, quote unquote, head sculpt Super7 has done, this is the best one. The Conan one's good. I think this one's a little better. I will say, one of the things Super7's been doing, it's not really noticeable on this guy, but it was on Conan, is the skin tones have been kind of shiny on the human characters. And, for the premium price, what is it, $45 or something, $50, I would prefer if they weren't shiny. I mean, it doesn't bug me as much. I imagine it as kind of sweat or something, but I just want my King Diamond to be the best figure he could possibly be. So, with that being said, let's take a look at some size comparisons, which you already know I screwed up because I had the daggers in the sheath the whole time. Ah, boy. Taking a look at some size comparisons, here's Thulsa Doom next to the Master of the Universe Classic Skeletor, based off the William Stout concept art for the Master of the Universe movie. Probably the best thing to come out of that dumpster fire. Sorry, not sorry. As well as the Pit Fights of Conan. Also, from the Super7 Conan the Barbarian Ultimates, we took a look at him yesterday. Up next here is next to the Toy Biz Legendary Comic Book Heroes, Ral, whatever you want to call him, the Tormentor of Souls from the Conan versus whatever the hell his name is 2-pack. Shout out to T-Biz for the hookup on that one. As well as the Super7 Ultimate Conan based off the old Marvel comics. Again, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on that one. And last but certainly not least, got our 2 regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulus, still without his right arm, but who cares? And the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn. So with that being said, time to wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and while I still say this accolade is a little bit on the 50-50 side, this is so far one of my favorite figures I picked up all year. This guy is awesome. I love the James Earl Jones head. I love the helmeted head even more, even if that sundial is off-center. The fact he comes with 2 sets of daggers, the ceremonial dagger, the cool fur cape that you can easily remove, as well as working sheaths on his belt for the daggers. The small ones anyways. The big ones don't really have anywhere to go. But they do have working sheaths. I think you get what you pay for here. I think this is an awesome figure. They're not going to retool any of this, I don't think, later down the line. Maybe with the other Thulsa Doom, but outside of Thulsa Doom, I don't see a lot of these parts getting reused anytime soon. The Conan was a little bit something new, something reused. This one, I think, is 100% unique sculpt to this figure. Maybe parts here and there are reused, but for the most part, it seems like a rather unique figure, and for that, I gotta give it props. And I just like Thulsa Doom's design. He looks badass, man. So with that being said, I would recommend this, but again, eBay prices, so buyer beware. You're probably going to have to pay up the butt for this, but not my problem. That's probably the most douchey thing I've said on this channel. Well, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and the notification bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one. As well as hit me up on Instagram at Overlord Productions. Same profile pic as the channel, should be easy to find. I do unboxings and post when I upload videos on there. So if you like toy photography and me bullshitting about figures that I just got, then well, that's the place for you. If not, well then, you still got the channel. Or if you don't like that, to hell with you. And as always, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this figure, if you got this figure, if you missed out on this figure. And as always, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is, especially when cool shit like this sells out. And remember, we are going to be taking a look at the rest of the wave this week, even though I only have these two. I'll get more into that, well, tomorrow with Thorgram. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.